Hello everyone, welcome to Review of the Leek, and today we have... I don't know, it's a mystery. Oh wait, here it is. Alpha plant-based pot pie Chik'n Veggie. I have had an alpha pot pie before, but it was a different flavor. It was, I think it was like cheddar and bacon or something like that, but vegan bacon, obviously. Um, and it was delicious, absolutely delicious. And I only ever tried it in the microwave. This one I actually cooked in the oven, and if you look here, it's a little crazy actually. It's either 2.5 minutes in the microwave or 40 minutes in the oven. So yeah, at 400 degrees actually. That's a lot, but it's not burned or anything. It's fine. So here's the bottom. It's like perfectly done, I think. Um, but yeah, it looks and it smells. Let me smell it again. It smells amazing. It's got 11 grams of protein, excellent source of iron, and ready in 3 minutes if you don't cook it for 40 minutes like I did. There is, in one pot pie, there's 440 calories, so it's a little bit calorie heavy. For how small, I mean, here's my hand, it's pretty small. So we got 20 grams of fat, 13 grams of which is saturated fat, which is a lot. Sodium, 730 milligrams, quite a bit. Fiber, 3 grams. Sugar, less than 1 gram added, 2 grams total. And 11 grams of protein. Now the ingredients, there's a bit of ingredients here, so it's going to take a minute.
The crust, enriched flour, wheat flour, malted barley flour, niacin, reduced iron, thiamine mononitrate, riboflavin, folic acid, and then there's the water, oil blend, which is coconut oil, canola oil, and then cane sugar, salt, baking powder, which is monocalcium phosphate, and sodium bicarbonate, and cornstarch. And then for the sauce, we have vegetable broth, which is water and vegetables, celery, carrot, onion, mushroom juice, garlic, yeast extract, sugar, salt, organic maltodextrin, canola oil, cornstarch, natural flavors, and then soy sauce, which is water, soybeans, salt, and sugar. Dehydrated potato, natural smoke flavor, onion powder, spices, xanthan gum. And for the chicken, vegan chicken, we have water, soy protein concentrate, soybean oil, wheat gluten, seasoning, which is yeast extract, salt, natural flavors, and citric acid. Isolated soy protein, modified cellulose, yeast extract, salt. And then for the vegan provolone, we have water, coconut oil, food starch modified, which is potato and corn, potato starch, sea salt, natural flavor, olive extract, beta carotene for color, and vitamin B12. And then broccoli. And then the glaze has water, vegetable oil, vegetable proteins, dextrose, maltodextrins, starch, and then mushrooms and onions.
And obviously contains wheat, soy, and coconut. So yeah, quite a bit of ingredients. But I'm sure it tastes delicious because the other one did. And this is kind of more of like, I don't know, not a snack necessarily, but it's not really a full meal because it's so small. Let's cut into this. Let's see. Let's see what that looks like. Ooh, it's not pretty. Well, it looks like, kind of the color of onion gravy or whatever. But it's just kind of a not very satisfying color. But let's see. Let's take the first bite. Oh. Mmm. Oh my god. That is so good. Let's just cut it in half here so you can see. The bottom is a bit tough to cut through. The rest of it is fine, but the bottom is a little bit tough. So here is what it looks like. Not super pretty. In fact, the other one looked better. The cheddar and bacon one looked better, but this one, I don't know if this one actually tastes better because it's been a long time since I've eaten the other kind, but let's see. Hmm. Hmm. The crust is so good. It's like the typical pot pie crust. It's really, really, really fatty and buttery. It's so good. I mean, I could eat like 10 of these, maybe more. Mm. On the inside. So here's a piece of just the chicken. Don't know if it'll let me. There we go. That is just the chicken. And I remember the oh, you know, it wasn't bacon for the other one. It must have been chicken or something because I remember there being big chunks like this, and the big, huge ones were not satisfying to eat. But let's try this one. Mm. So the taste is good, but the big meaty piece, ugh, kind of reminds me of actual meat, and it's not. It's just soy protein concentrate, but it's got a weird texture, like a meaty texture, and I don't really particularly like that. When you take a bite of it in the stuff, I mean, it's great, but just the one big chunk of just the meat, that's not my thing. Mm. Mm. Oh my god. For some reason, that bite was so mushroomy. I mean, maybe it was a chunk of mushroom or something, but I didn't really feel a chunk of anything in there. But oh my god, it tasted so much like mushroom. It was so good. Ooh, that bottom is about tough. Let me try a piece, just the bottom, and see if it's actually tough to eat. I don't think it is. I think it's just tough to cut with a knife. Hmm. Certainly not too tough to eat. It is a bit tougher, but it's not as good as the top because the top kind of almost melts in your mouth. But it's not too tough, so oh. Mm. So I'm going to take a minute just to finish this off, and then I'll get back to you. All right, well, I'm back, and I finished it, and that was so good. It was absolutely delicious. And it sucks because if it was just a little bit bigger, it'd be like a proper meal, but I'm still kind of hungry. This is the first thing I've eaten today, but it wasn't quite big enough for a proper meal, so um but it was, I mean, perfect for in between lunches, or in between lunches, as if you're having multiple in between meals, between lunch and dinner or whatever, if you get hungry. But yeah, it tastes very good. I highly recommend it. I think I would rate it probably um an 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10. I think probably 8.5 out of 10. I think that's a fair rating because it's definitely at least an 8, and I feel like 9 is maybe too high. But 8.5 out of 10, definitely give it that. It's so good, and I highly recommend cooking it in the oven, although it takes way too long. Um, so it's really not that bad in the microwave. I'd say it's probably a 7. So from jumps up from a 7 to 8.5 if that's worth it to you for the time and the energy. Then I recommend it. If not, otherwise still 7 out of 10. Still definitely good. It's just the only issue. The inside's fine. And I'm speaking for the other flavor because I haven't tried it with this kind, but I'm sure it's the same. It's the same product exactly. It's just different insides. So the inside was fine on the other kind when I cooked it in the microwave. It's just the crust got hard, and sometimes I wasted some of the crust because it was just too tough to eat. So yeah, 8.5 out of 10. When I was eating it, when I was finishing it off, some bites tasted uh, like mushroom, and some bites tasted like onion, and it was just so satisfying. Every bite was so good. So yeah, 8.5 out of 10 for the alpha plant-based pot pie chicken veggie pot pie. Chicken veggie pot pie. Definitely recommend. Thanks for watching review of the leek. Have a nice day.